Good question here. Hashtag Stafford. Would you trade Goff for Stafford straight up right now? I say no. I say no. What do you got, Ant-Man?
100% no. Absolutely no.
Curt.
Nah, I'm good. Love Stafford. That's my guy, but nah, I'm good.
100%. I love what Jared Goff's done with his team. He's not injury prone. Stafford is injury prone. Good to go. Hashtag Curt, you see a lot of zone blitzes this year on defense, which are mobiles, linebackers, edges. Curt.
Absolutely. You're going to have a lot of disguise blitzes, zone blitzes, and with the new secondary, it kind of fits with the mold of what they can do back there, and they can actually hold the line in the secondary and let those guys blitz up front.
Who do you think the Lions' best game will be against this season in the regular season? I'm going to go with Kansas City Chiefs. I think they're really going to be prepared for this game, knowing that you're in the lights, everybody's watching against the Super Bowl champions. I have no doubt that Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn is going to have a couple aces up their sleeve. They're going to go all out. We've seen it. Dan Campbell to do this before. I expect fourth down conversions. I expect a lot of freaking fun plays. What do you got, Ant-Man?
See, for me, the season starts with the Seahawks, the game after. I think that's the one that we let get away last year, which obviously stopped us getting to the playoffs. The first home game. I would expect them to really put down a message then saying, this hype is for real. We are going places. We are going to beat this team, and we're going to beat them decisively. So for me, it's the Seahawks game.
Hashtag Mike, what do you want to see out of JMO in the preseason? I want to see precise route running and understanding the plays. That is really it. Obviously, you want to see catches, but at the same time, there's going to be quarterbacks thrown to him. Potentially, that could be a Nate Sudfeld, so he may not get those. But I want to see him be able to understand the playbook. That's really it for me, because he needs to know the playbook. Him and Jared Goff needs to get on the same page, but that may not happen into preseason because it's preseason. Goff may not even be in there when he's in there, but I want to see him understand his route tree and be comfortable in what he's doing. K-Man, do you think that Jerry Jacobs could take Mosley's job even when he's healthy? I don't think so if he's healthy. I'm going to say no on that, but he is right now he's got the job. We just don't know when he's going to be healthy, Curt.
I'm going to say it's the reverse. I think, Can you Mosley take Jacobs' job? Because Jacobs is the starter. I think it's the reverse. Can Mosley take Jacobs' job? That's my feeling about it.
I like it. What about you, Ant-Man?
Yeah, I'm with Curt. I thought I was going to be the one to have that hot take, but my man beat me to it. He knows. Curt knows ball. Jerry's earned his spot here. Mosley hasn't. Jerry has done it for the team. It's like why I say Rodrigo's still got the job over Campbell right now, because Rodrigo's done it for the team, and until proven otherwise, Campbell's going to have to earn it. So, yeah, Jacobs is the starter right now.
Let's see. Hashtag Lions. Do y'all think Antoine Green makes the 5? Well, he makes the raw 53-man roster wide receiver position. I'm going to say no. I think Denzel Mims takes that spot. What about you, Curt?
Yeah, Denzel Mims. They've actually kind of pushed Green, kind of like they've kind of pushed him back, and you call that Mims is getting those reps. And you see what Dan Campbell had to say about him today in his presser, just how much of a physical presence he is and what he's doing since he's gotten to Detroit.
Brandon Kenny, hashtag Lions. Which Lions will have the most rushing yards this season? I'm going to go with David Montgomery. I think he'll have the most rushing yards. I think he's going to run quite a bit. Jahmyr Gibbs is not just going to be rushing. It's going to be everything. So he'll probably Jahmyr Gibbs will have more overall yards, but just for rushing, I'm going to go him. 9 Drinks, hashtag Mike, are you partying with Chris and Pie in the Face Riz Saturday night? I wish I could, but I'm moving. I'm actually moving tomorrow to my new house and Saturday. It's going to take 2 days of moving, so I will not be there. Got to get this move done. That's unfortunate. Hashtag Lions, who will lead the team in tackles this year? Your opinion. Lead in tackles. I'll go Alex Anzalone. What do you got, man?
Lead in tackles. Ooh. Yeah, I'll go Anzalone as well.
What do you got, Curt?
Yeah, a double A going to do it again.
Go Lions over under. David Montgomery, 10 rushing yards. Over, Curt.
10 times. Yeah, over.
And
Oh, over.
Jonathan Anton, how often do you think we'll see CJ and Branch out there on the field together? I'm going to say quite a bit. I couldn't give you the amount of snaps, but with Branch playing linebacker, safety, and corner, and then you got CJ who will play safety and corner, and we have seen him sometimes a linebacker. I'm going to say quite a bit. I'm going to say maybe 35%. What do you got, Curt?
It's going to be hard to keep Branch off the field, man. He used to see what he's doing in camp right now. It's going to be hard. So I agree with you. It's going to be quite a bit.
Lions opener is going to be lit. Yes, the home opener is going to be off the chains. My God, imagine if we win at Kansas City. Oh, my God. If you got tickets there, you better get some earplugs because it's going to be bursting your ears out. Lions Chiefs over and under 60 points. I'll go under. I'm going to just go right under that. What do you got, man?
Oh, I've got over. Over, easy.
What do you got, Curt?
It's going to be a shootout, man. It's going to be over. Over.
Mike, is 1,000 yards possible for Jamo this season? No. I don't think he's going to get 1,000 yards receiving. First off, there's a ton of weapons that Jared Goff's going to throw to, and he's suspended the first 6 games. Going to be quite difficult to get that number. Ant-Man, where does Reeves-Maben fit in the linebacker group, Ant-Man?
As the Gatorade carrier. That would be. I don't think he's going to make it. I mean, if you do, you're going to be talking. He's going to be the special teams linebacker who sees rotational snaps on the field. But to be honest, Anzalone's the leader. I want Barnes out there a lot more. I want Rodrigo out there a lot more, and I want Campbell out there a lot more. He's going to be that linebacker fight. He's going to be like what Pittman is to this team usually. That you will see him every now and then when needed, but for the most part, he's going to play special teams.
Steve, #Lions, how many yards does Laporta end up with over and under at 675? Damn, that's like the right number where I'd think it'd be at. I'll go under at 650. Curt?
I'll go over at 750.
Okay, what about you, Ant?
I'll go under. I reckon he's going to get about 450, 500.
K-Man, #Brian Branch was an absolute steal. Yes, he was. He was cool head versus amon-ra St. Brown before he made a spectacular catch. Can't wait to see CJ Branch, Kirby. I'm with you, K-Man. I'm so excited to see these guys out there all on the field on defense. Kirby, Branch, and CJ, oh my God. It's going to be so much fun to see out there. These guys just doing their thing, getting some turnovers. Who gets more yards? Monty or Jameer? All-around purpose yards, I'll go with Jahmyr Gibbs. Rushing yards, I'll go with David Montgomery. And what do you guys think on that one, Curt?
Yeah, same. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Monty gets more rushing yards. Jahmyr. Now, one thing you can't count out Monty. He is a decent pass catcher, but he won't catch as many balls as Jahmyr Gibbs.
What do you got, Ed?
Not even close.
I'm not sure with. I don't know with this one. It's very tough.
Go Lions! Will amon-ra St. Brown get double-digit touchdowns? Damn, you guys got some hard questions today. I'm gonna go with below that. I'm gonna take the under. It's hard to get double-digit 10+ with this offense with so many weapons. But if there's one guy that can do it, it is St. Brown. Curt, what do you got?
I think he's going to vendetta to get it. So I'm going to go, yes, he gets double digits. Because he got 6 last year, and a lot of the times he was the number one guy that got stuck like 2 yards before the end zone. He was like getting right there and without getting in. So I think he gets over it this year.
Mm-hmm. What you got, Amp?
Yeah, I do. I think he's going to get rushing touchdowns as well. I think they're going to be using a lot of that motion, jet sweep, and all that sort of stuff. So I reckon about seven passing, 3 rushing.
Ooh, so you're right there. You're taking the even right there.
I'm taking it.
Ryan
right
Gibson. F everybody, but Detroit. Hell, gentlemen, my question is for me. We all know how you felt about them drafting tight end. How do you feel now, knowing how Laporte is doing? This is what I say. You all know I didn't want to get one, but Brad Holmes, thank you so much. Laporte is blowing it up, and I will definitely defer to Brad Holmes over what he wants, over my needs. He knows exactly what he's doing. So I love that Laporta is doing phenomenal. He's got to do it, obviously, in the regular season. I think he will. I'm not too worried about that unless there's an injury. But I'm happy. I'm absolutely happy. Brad Holmes, thank you for not listening to my dumb A saying that. Curt, what about you?
I love that hashtag. I love that hashtag, man. That hashtag is great. I gotta say.
Open-minded Monday. How is Tracy doing in camp? I haven't heard a whole lot from Tracy Walker.
Actually, I just heard about him today.
Okay, Curt, talk about
Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell talked about him on Sirius XM Radio at their training camp tour. Tracy's doing great, having coming back from the injury. He's doing pretty good. So he's out there doing his thing. Tracy Walker's doing pretty good in camp.
Good. I haven't heard a whole lot from him, so that's good that happened today. K-Man, hashtag Ford Field, going to be loud as hell if we beat KC. Even if we lose a close one, we're going to put a beating into Seattle. I hope so. And I know Ant-Man really hopes so. He wants to get that one for sure. If we do lose in Kansas City, we need to win that Seattle game. We got to do it. That's a revenge game. It's an NFC. The team that knocked us basically out of the playoffs, we got to do it. We got to get that win. Hashtag Gibbs, 1,700 all-purpose yards. Ooh, I'm going to say no on that one. That's quite a bit, and I think it's quite difficult for them to do that. Let's see here.
Yeah. That's
what
like
y'all
NFL
take on the new Inside the Den? What'd you take on the Inside the Den there, Curt?
It was absolutely phenomenal to watch, man. My thing is the joy that Brad Holmes has doing his job. He just absolutely loves his job. And you look at if you look at how they do their business as an organization, like I said about Sheila before, they have a different mindset, and the organization of the team is so different. And you look at how Brad and Dan are in sync. I love the Inside the Den, man, and it's going to win another award this year.
What do you think about that, man, the Inside the Den?
Yeah, for me, I just love watching it just for the bromance between Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. That's kind of just, that's just what I want. That's just what we all need and want in life. Those two they just look like a happy couple when they're doing draft day, just, rinsing people, getting the players they want. And they seem so in lockstep. It's always like a trope that GMs and head coaches say they get on like best friends, but most of the time they don't. These two, they do really seem in sync with one another, so I just enjoy watching it for the dynamic between them two.
Absolute love Inside the Den, and if you have not watched it, check it out. I think it's about an hour and a half, so it's a good one. I love the intro, how they're dogging on the Jahmyr Gibbs pick. I love how they did that right in the beginning of it. Oh, this is a terrible pick. And then everybody's changes throughout there. I'm like, Brad Holmes knows what he's doing. Defer to Brad Holmes, folks. He's the GOAT.